one teeny with one little thing that I've discovered, or maybe it's not a little thing. I thought that I knew it before, but I realized that I'm still learning. It is that a lot of the time when you're talking to people, and if a person comes to you and they're telling you something that is deep and is profound to them, a lot of the time they don't want you to give an answer to that thing. They just want you to listen, right? Now, this happens with men and women very often, right? And people will share a lot of things. And while they are talking, they know the answer to what it is they're saying, but they just wanted to share it. They just wanted to be able to share it with somebody. And that is understandable. And it's a situation where you have to be discerning and understand what a person needs. Maybe that person doesn't need your advice or doesn't need your consent. They just need you to listen. You know? There's a way my mom used to put it. I don't remember how she used to say it, but I can't remember what she used to say. But talking about exactly, she would like be a bucket, for people to just pour into. Sometimes people just need that. They just need you to listen, to just listen, and they know the answer themselves, but they just want you to listen. Um, and I say this without trying to be offensive or anything, but I think that I've discovered this more with women more so than with men. Of course, men have these moments as well, but there's a door in the back that keeps going, like keeps swinging. You know. Anyways, never mind that. I've discovered that women tend to have this more so than men in my experience, and I have failed to realize when a girl or woman is telling me something and she doesn't really want me to respond to it. Like I'll listen and I'm listening, I'm really listening. So when I'm listening, sometimes I can understand what the problem is. But the thing is, they also understand what the problem is. But when you tell them, it can be like, yes, I know, but you don't really understand, that kind of thing. But the thing is, they know, they just wanted you to listen to it. And you have to, especially as guys, like if you're dealing with women, you have to understand when, just listen to them. They want to say something, and when you say something, and when you should say something. When it's you have to, because if you, to be honest, I'm being really sincere. If I think about my conversations with guys, a lot of the time, if I'm having a deep conversation, we're a guy's telling me something to hear something from me, not just because he just wants to tell me. Yes, he may want to tell me, but he actually wants to hear something. And if I say something and he's like, this is right, I'm like, yeah, but or maybe this, but I'm not sure about this because of this, and we continue the conversation. So it's kind of back and forth. It can be slightly different with women, in my experiences. That where sometimes the woman just wants you to listen. I'll tell you what, I've had this experience even with my own mother, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind me saying this, but I remember a time when she was sharing something with me, and I think the answer, the solution to what she was sharing seemed clear to me. So I told her, but I don't think she appreciated me telling her in that moment. She just wanted somebody to listen. So life is a journey, and we're constantly learning. And I think it would be foolish to have the approach that, oh, this person's problem is their problem. I don't care, and I'm just gonna do my own thing. You don't live in a world by yourself, unfortunately, and whatever it is that you do in this life affects other people, and what they do affects you. You may not feel it immediately, but it's almost like a domino effect. So one thing one person does affects another person, who affects another person, and it almost goes round. You know, I think communication is a beautiful thing. I feel like if we are able to speak about what we really want more openly, we can solve a lot of issues. But even that, sometimes you tell people the truth and they don't appreciate what it is that you're telling them, because they're thinking perhaps you're being irrational and whatnot. I'm saying this as somebody who's guilty of thinking those thoughts, because maybe somebody tells me something that sounds irrational, about how they want me to handle something, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, right, and you can get a bit irritable. And this is not a good thing as well. So I think that we all need to learn how to have patience. One of the great virtues that Jesus talks to us about, having patience. patience, to be long suffering towards one another, meaning that we should be able to deal with the problems of other people, to be able to have the patience to deal with it. It's not an easy thing, man. It's not an easy thing. But if you are, if you understand and you submit yourself to God and you're doing it for God, it becomes a lot easier, because when you walk in the Spirit, you don't fulfill the lusts of the flesh. Now, people who are believers and followers of Christ, they probably understand what I just said. If you are not, you will not understand what I just said. But it's okay, because I pray that someday the Lord Jesus Christ reveal himself to everybody who listens to this, so that they will understand it. These are very, very deep things that the human intellect alone cannot grasp. But anyways, God bless. I hope you guys have a great day.